Hey guys.
I'm Bob.
I'm Barb. Together we make up.
HetteshWorld.
It's a very special ride today, but it's special for a different reason.
It's our 34th wedding anniversary.
That's right. We are going to celebrate by taking a ride where?
We're going to go up the Oregon coast here from Crescent City, California. We're heading up to Port Oxford, Oregon, and then we're going to find something to eat there.
Yep. Bob's looking for fresh
seafood.
Yeah.
I'm getting some seafood. So happy anniversary, Barbara. Before we get started on this ride, we're going to kind of go over our campground we stayed at that happened to be a city park in Crescent City, California.
Yep, we just want you guys to understand what it's like out there.
Here we stayed on a city park that was right on the Pacific Ocean in Crescent City, California. This park has all full hookups, 50 amp full hookups. It does have back-in sights that face the ocean, the Pacific Ocean. It also has interior sights that are all back in. And very easy to navigate. There's no trees, no obstacles in this park to get around. We stayed there originally for 2 weeks, which was like $425, which was a really good price for California.
Yeah.
And then we negotiated at the end because we could get a monthly fee for $500, so we paid an extra $75 and stayed here for the full month while the fires burned in other parts of California.
Yeah, our plan was to go inward, but that didn't really work, so we ended up going down the coast while we were in California to try to avoid the fires. So the RV park itself, being right on the ocean and being right in the city, was accessible to the homeless, and the park could do nothing about it, and they informed us of that right up front. The homeless could come right in off the city, go through the park, and go straight down to the beach, or they could be on the beach, come up to the beach, right through the park, and through there. So basically the park informed us not to really have anything outside.
While we were at this park, the people that stay on a monthly basis can only stay for 30 days. Then they have to exit the park for 1 day. And most of them were just exiting right outside the park, parking on the street. And there was like a little community park that was right outside. They'd park there for a day, then they'd move back into their exact spot they had. That's some kind of rule that California has. Yeah, $500 a month for full hookups, not paying any kind of California taxes.
Or electric bills.
Yeah, there was no electric charge, so that's what people were doing in that particular area. In most of California, we found that people that could not afford the residential homes out there, they were living in these parks and living on the streets in RVs. On our drive today, it was an hour and 38 minutes north on Highway 101, which is an absolutely beautiful ride. We are only 5 miles from the border of Oregon. As we left the park, we were right in the Redwood forest, the Jebediah Redwood forest. A short 5-mile ride. We were in the state of Oregon and going up the coast of 101.
What I love most about this ride is that there's so many different colors and smells. That's the best thing about riding and being outside, is experiencing the environment around you. The trees are so big and massive, and then you leave the trees for open spaces and small towns all over the place in Oregon, and better pricing in diesel and gas.
Yeah, we did find fuel to be a lot cheaper in Oregon, which we took advantage of that since we were so close to the border. The other thing I wanted to say, that most days that we were in Crescent City, it was pretty foggy in the morning, and the fog would lift by about noon.
We were super blessed that day, being on our anniversary, that we were gifted with the view of sight, because Bob's right. Otherwise, it was a Stephen King, misty experience most of the time we were there. So what is this incredible view in front of us? It's Bird Island, and it's the largest island off the Oregon coast, and it's located in Harris Beach State Park. It's also known as Goat Island. The island is a national wildlife refuge and breeding site for rare birds like the puffin. You can actually ride boats out to this island, and here lots of people do bird watching. There's trails, there's actually a campground with yurts. There's all kinds of rock formations once you're on the island. There's viewpoints, you can see it all along the coast. Gray whales can be spotted during winter and spring migration, and of course there's always harbor seals. But the reason they do call it Bird Island because as you can see, they're over it, and that's because there are so many birds over it. And what do you get with so many birds?
Bird poop.
Yep, and that's what makes it Bird Island. So we're taking a little stop here to look at Harris State Beach. Look, 2 dogs on leashes taking care of themselves. My new greatest love, besides this guy, is the big giant rocks. I think I always knew that anyway. As a small child, I always thought it would be so amazing to live in one of those magical places where you stand on the coast and you're high above it and there's big rocks everywhere you look. And when you're in Oregon and California, this is what you find on the Pacific Ocean. It is massive and it is beautiful. And the Pacific Ocean is very different than the Atlantic Ocean. The Pacific Ocean comes in powerful and angry and, wanting to come in. It's scary and exhilarating all at the same time, where the Atlantic is more, flowy and going out.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad.
So now we're coming across the Arch Rocks, and they are the oldest west of the Mississippi of rock formations that you're going to find. Once again, they are home to the breeding of the puffins, one of the largest communities south of Alaska, and it is also one of the largest sites for where pups are born for sea lions. It is also home to the largest seabird colony on the Oregon coast, with over 200,000 different types of birds on this island. 200,000 different types of birds. That's a lot of
bird poop.
So we hope you enjoyed riding with us today along the beautiful Oregon coast as much as we enjoyed riding it.
On our 34th wedding anniversary.
So by showing your appreciation, please give us a thumbs up. The thumbs up help push our videos up in the algorithms of YouTube and get us more views, and that's what we'd like to have. Subscribe, smash up that notification bell, because we have rides, we have RVs, we have crazy stuff coming up, and you're not going to want to miss it. Bob, of course, is going to want you to
give us your comments. Let us know about the Oregon coast. Have you ridden on the Oregon coast? Have you seen the Oregon coast? How beautiful is it? We think it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yes, I would say, as much as I enjoyed the upcoming ride you're going to see in California, Oregon was probably our preferred ride. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, we're HetteshWorld.
Come travel in our beautiful, incredible world.
Bye! It's not always easy to film. Sometimes you have to think about what you're saying, and then sometimes you mess it up, and you don't know what you're doing. It's hard.
You want me to put this in the fridge?
Yes, please. He made me breakfast, and I haven't eaten it yet.